Today, Live in the D is celebrating Black History Month with a historic tour. You probably already know the story of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and, of course, Detroit's own Rosa Parks. But what else do you know about the Black history in the city of Detroit? Well, Jamon Jordan, founder of Black Scroll Network, is helping everyone learn more about the city that surrounds them. Good morning, Jamon. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we are happy to have you, so let's get right into it. What is Black Scroll Network?
Black Scroll Network History and Tours is a business that I started 8.5 years ago. After being a teacher, I was a teacher in the city of Detroit for about 20 years, and realizing that my students and most Detroiters really don't know a lot about Detroit's African-American history. And so I began taking my students to these historic sites in the city of Detroit that dealt with the Underground Railroad, that dealt with the Civil Rights Movement, that dealt with the history of music in the city of Detroit, and so that they would learn their hometown history and be able to understand how it connects to the larger Black history throughout the country.
Which is very, very important. Now tell us one place that many people overlook that actually holds a lot of Black historical context.
Yes. So in Greektown, on the corner of Monroe and Beaubien, there's a church that sits there. It's actually the oldest institution in Greektown. And it's not a Greek institution. It's an African-American church. Second Baptist Church is the oldest Black church in the state of Michigan. It was founded in 1836. The state of Michigan was not yet a state. And it is a center of Underground Railroad activity in the 1800s in the city of Detroit. So African Americans have built this faith institution, but it's for faith and freedom. And it will be the first Black school in the city of Detroit for African Americans, because Detroit public schools at that time did not allow African Americans to attend. So Black people started their own school inside of Second Baptist Church.
That's right. I have visited. I've had the pleasure and the honor of visiting, and you would never know if you were just walking down the street. So this is important for all Detroiters to know. So how are you helping others to continue learning during the pandemic, especially?
Yes. So now I have started, I've restarted doing tours. So I don't do in-person tours right now because of the pandemic. Hopefully at some point when things are safe again, we will start in-person tours. But I do now virtual tours. So people join me on Zoom, and they can sign up for one of my tours, my virtual tours, and they'll see me recorded at these historic sites. And after each site, we talk, we have a discussion about what we just learned at that particular site, and then we move to the next site. And then at the end, we have a discussion about all the different things that we learned. This is kind of what I used to do when I had in-person tours, but it's a little different, of course, because we're doing it virtually, and now people don't even have to be from the state of Michigan. So they don't even have to come here to visit us to learn about these historic sites. They can be in California and be visiting Second Baptist Church.
Which is a great opportunity. Now, how often do you offer these virtual tours?
Yes, so I have a tour series. It's once a month. The next one is next week, and it will deal with the Underground Railroad. So on February 22nd, that will be the beginning of a 10-part series on Detroit's African-American history. So it'll start in February 22nd, and every month for 10 months, we will have a virtual tour. Now, of course, people can book me for private virtual tours as well. So if their group, their organization, their church, their family reunion wants to do a virtual tour for their group, then we can do that as well.
That's awesome. So where can people sign up and get more information?
Yes, so you can contact me at blackscrollnetwork.weebly.com, and that's our website. And you can also contact us on Instagram at Jamon Black Scroll, and on Facebook at Black Scroll Network History and Tours.
Excellent. Jamon, thank you so much for being with us.
You're most welcome, and I'm happy to tell people about Detroit's Black history.